Okay, we got a repeater in Black River Falls, Wisconsin, and it's the brand new Yaesu Fusion. And we're getting all this feedback, like a bunch of static and all. Don't worry about that. We got all this feedback and we got all this static when the other person is talking. It makes a neener, neener, neener noise, and it's like I said, really annoying. So I'm going to call my friend Jim, KC9PXZ, and he's about maybe 60 miles away from the repeater. I'm only about 24 miles away, and one person's claiming that he's not hearing nothing. The CW identifier may come up, although it's not a CW identifier. It's actually voice, and we do know that when that goes off, it cuts out the other person's transmission completely. So it's like talk, talk, talk. The identifier comes off. I'm cut off like, hello. And you hear the identification barely because it's set at the lowest level. I had the CW identifier to go off in Morse code, and that way it could go underneath the person's voice and still identify itself during a QSO. But somebody changed it. That's fine. That's an easy fix. But the annoying sounds, somebody said it was somebody else's radio, but there's like 4 or 5 other people that have talked on it, and we still hear that noise. So we know it's not somebody's radio. Somebody else said that it's a interference from another repeater from a far distance. I highly doubt it. It sounds logical, but me and this Jim guy, we've talked on this repeater during the day, and whenever he gets to be a little bit long-winded, it happens. Even sometimes even being short-winded, it still happens, and it doesn't matter if it's 9 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 o'clock at night, or even 3 o'clock in the morning. We still get these noises. So, with that all being said, we're going to turn up the radio right now. You don't have to go on there. Focus on me right now. I'm going to give Jim a call, and he should be out here waiting for me.
It's really annoying, Dad.
I know it's annoying, and that's what we're going to try to get fixed. Maybe somebody out there knows what the problem is.
On YouTube.
So, here we go.
There we go, Dad.
KC9PXZ, calling KC9PXZ. This is KD9AXO.
KC9PXZ.
Hey, Jim, just to let you know that I do have it recording right now on video, so hopefully we can get some of that interference that we dreadfully like to listen to in the middle of a QSO. I gave a little information about what's going on with the identifier, although we know how we can fix that issue, but I explained what's all going on there. So anyway, if my daughter would stop making noises in the background, I'm going to let go of the mic and hand it back off to you, and let's see if it happens right away. If it does, that would be great, because I'd like to keep the video under 3 minutes, or 3 minutes.
It is 3 minutes. It is 3 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, I saw it up there. I did check out the channel, and my sound card just died, so I got to figure out what happened. My speaker icon and everything just kind of disappeared, so I'm going to play around with that. I think it's a driver deal, because Windows says it's working, and I know this. Play with that. So I was watching, and I did watch that one about field day. Watched that one first, and I got about 2 minutes in, and my sound card went kapooey. But yeah, pretty cool video. I subscribed already. What's that picture of?
What's the picture of? I don't know what you're talking about. The picture of. But the video of Savannah calling QSO on field day, I thought you'd like that. But too bad your sound card went out. But we already had a little interference here, so hopefully we can get a little bit more. It just went too fast, but it did cut you out. So, but anyway, back to the picture. What were you talking about on Facebook?
No, the picture that's on top of your YouTube page there. You got like it's like a waterfront picture. Where is that at?
Well, I guess I have to take a look at that again. I'm not sure what picture you're talking about, and I know I put my picture on. I think it's probably just a standard stock photo from YouTube. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm going to pass the mic back down over to you. See if we can get some more of this interference here. I think the video is going to be pretty long. And I put up a hand of 5, so I'm guessing it's at 5 minutes already.
Yeah, I was on your banner there on YouTube. I thought it was a picture, one of your own, and it looked like somebody, someplace along the Mississippi there is what I thought of, but I thought, wow, that looks like a really, really big stream. I couldn't think of one real quick, so I thought I would ask. So, yeah, I gotta figure out what's up with my sound card, and I'm just getting ready to do some digital interfacing too, dang it all.
Okay, that's fine. Well, you let up from the mic there. I thought we had a little interference, but I just had to turn up the squelch up to about 2 o'clock. But still haven't had no feedback except for the beginning of the QSO. Yeah, that picture on YouTube, I believe it's just a stock photo from Google. So anyway, too bad about the sound card again. I don't know what you want to talk about, but if you want to bring up something a little bit, so your transmission's a little bit longer, maybe we can get that annoying interference one more time. This is KD9AXO for ID.
KC9PXZ, yeah, I was talking away as you were talking, so obviously you didn't hear me. And I was keyed down as you were transmitting. I wonder how that's going to come on video. I'll have to watch it from my other machine when you post it. But I'm not sure what's going on with there, so I'm assuming it cut me off again?
No, when you let go of the mic, it was just a squelch tail, but it just turned out to be a little bit longer than normal. So I'm just waiting for you to transmit, and the interference comes in. I guess we're at 7 minutes right now. Just hopefully they continue to watch, because I'd really like to come down and figure out what this problem is. Back to you.
Well, I think a set of cans, hopefully that's the easy fix, a set of canister filters. You know, it's weird because a couple other groups that have this exact same machine, and it's exactly set up the same, well, except for they have a set of cans on theirs, and there's not a set of cans on these, and that might just be the thing. You know, maybe a set of cans. Normally, 9 times out of 10, repeaters are ran with cans on them, and except for like portable emergency type repeaters.
Yeah, that is true. But this repeater itself has a input for the transmit, and it's got an input for the. I think I'm saying that wrong. It's got a plug for the for a transmit antenna, and another plug for the receive antenna. So I don't think cans would really matter. But if it actually improved, that'd be nice. But I knew something like this probably was going to happen while we're videotaping. It's not going to come out. But like I said, it did come. We did have a little interference there in the beginning. But I was hoping for another one to come in here right now. And my daughter's giving me the finger, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. But I can't help it. Just got to wait for it to come up on its own. But anyway, cans, yes. Like I said, I'd like to try that. But, you know, if that doesn't work, we definitely will have to bring it in. But that's all up to the trustee of the repeater. Anyway, I'm going to hand the microphone back over to you again. I don't know. If you want to tell me a story again, nothing too personal, because this is going to be out on the World Wide Web. So, anyway, back to you.
If a breaker in 9LSQ really comes to mind, real chewing on the rag there comes to mind right now. Yeah, even though it does have an input for the transmit, how do I say that? Input for receive and then for transmit. You still, cavity filters still make a really big difference. I've heard of them little itty bitty ones, them little square Chinese ones. I guess they're what they say they are. I guess they're not as good as the old school soda pop size cavity filters, but Yeah, I think cans, with a deal like this with that noise coming through, and hopefully it comes through on the video, it's done it with my radio transmitting, Chad's radio is transmitting, a couple other guys that, you BHFers and whatnot, it's happened to them, so it's not our individual radios, it's something else is going on. So I'm going to hand it back over to you, Chad, KC9PXE.
That sounds good, Jim. But like I said, I don't think we'll really need to use those cans, but it is a possibility. And Tom is out here right now. He just broke in just right when you were keying up. Just to let Tom know that I am shooting a video that we're going to put up on the web to see if I can get any other suggestions from anybody else and see what they think. But go ahead, Tom, N9LFQ. This is KD9AXO with KC9PXZ.
Both you guys really don't know what you're talking about. When you put cans in, they're to keep the antennas separated. You get a dB loss with cans. Well, like this repeater, as I told you, has a receive input of 0.12 microvolts, so it's real sensitive. You put cans in, you're going to reduce that. Now, obviously, that's going to fix the problem like we were talking about this afternoon, but you desensitize the repeater. So to have a real good receiver, you're going to have to put up a few of these little blurples, because is what they are, is it's Milwaukee and some other stations that are a long ways away. Some of their tones are coming into the repeater. So, that's, it would fix it, but it would desensitize the repeater. Now the timeout timer is set at 5 minutes, so as long as you let the repeater drop, sometime during the 5 minutes, it resets itself.
Mr. Jimmy here. So, if I'm correct, that repeater is located right out of Black River Falls. So, you really think that a repeater over by Milwaukee could actually be interfering with that? You really think that's possible?
I've heard the Milwaukee machine come in on 3.9 many times, booming in. Now, of course, it'd be the...
See, that's where the ID's coming in. Just cut them out completely.
Around the state on the same frequency. So we've got a very, very sensitive receiver. 1.2 microvolts is a really good receiver.
I'm not arguing the fact that it's a good receiver. I'm just saying that I realize 3.9 is a very popular frequency, but over by Milwaukee, that's a different PL than over here in this side.
It doesn't really matter. Once you're keyed up, the PL's opened up, so anything coming in is going to come in. The PL just opens and turns on the transmitter. It doesn't stop anything from coming through. It's just a gate. You open the gate, and the cows come in or the cows get out. So there's could even be adjacent frequencies that are coming in, because 0.12 microvolts is very sensitive. Most machines are maybe 0.3 or something like that, so it's really sensitive.
KD9AXO. Well, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video before I made the call out, I did mention to the fact that it doesn't matter what time of day it is when we have a QSO on the repeater, whether it be 9 o'clock in the morning, noon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 o'clock at night, or even 3 o'clock in the morning. Those tones and that interference is coming in at any time. And it could happen more than once in just one key up. So that's why I'm putting this video together, to see if we can find anybody else that actually had the same problem and what they had to do to eliminate it.
Well, it's interference coming in. It's nothing with our repeater. It's coming from some other place. The tones aren't coming out of the repeater, or we're not generating them. So it's nothing to do with our repeater. It's something else. Why worry about it? It's kind of minor.
It could be minor, but if you heard, you said when Jim was talking earlier today that he was 100% copyable, but on my part, it like totally wiped him out completely. And if you hear it on my end, or if you happen to see this video, you can see how it is. It like if we have like emergency traffic come through or something like that, and if a message needs to be sent across, we're not going to be able to copy them. And then if we ask them, like, I think more than once they ask them to repeat what they said, that could be a life-threatening event. So I just want to make sure, everything is good for anybody and everybody that actually uses the repeater, especially for emergencies.
Don't like the repeater, go and use the 2.7 repeater. We're not going to fix it. We're not going to do anything. It's really not all that bad. And so, like I say, if you don't like it, run over to the 2.7, but don't keep screwing with it because it just doesn't make any sense.
Back out of this QSO right now, and whatnot. Chad, I hope you get some decent feedback on the issue. I know it's happened. We had 5 or 6 guys on this repeater at one time, and it's happened to several people, and it's very obvious now that this issue has been made aware, and
tell me if that was minor.
So I'm going to QSY to 595.
Okay, Jimmy, sounds good. Although a couple parts of it was completely cut out. I couldn't make out what you said, but I got to what you're saying. So, anyways, I'll catch you later. Then I'll see about putting it up there, and I'll let you know when it's up. So, this is KD9AXO. I'll be clear after Tom's final. Then.
This is N9LF. We'll just keep, running the repeater. I can hear the tones coming in. You can know it's something from a long ways away, because you can hear it coming in. So
okay, he's being doubled with Jim right now, so that's not a big deal. You can understand that there, right there. That doo-doo.
It's really loud.
Oh.
Noises, so yeah, I can hear them, but it's.
So you can hear them, but
If we do anything to desensitize it, we're not going to have the range.
Okay, well, I hope you heard that, Tom, if you're watching, and it is not just a minor deal.
LFQ clear.
He's cleared out then. So it's not a minor issue. Like I mentioned, for emergency use or whatever, we're not going to be able to
Contact them.
We're not going to be able to understand the other person giving us the traffic for the information to relay. So he may think it's minor, but I think it's major. Jim, KC9PXZ, he thinks it's major also. And some of the other guys that he mentioned, like Jeff and Jason,
Roger.
they're quite a ways away. Roger, the trustee, he's heard it, and he thinks it's pretty much of a big deal. I don't know if he caught it earlier, but when the identifier came up, it completely cut out the other person's transmission, which should be underneath our voices while we're talking. So that cuts out the person, what they're saying. So if another emergency came up and I'm trying to take down the information, or somebody else is trying to take out the information, then the identifier comes up, it cuts him out completely, like he's unkeyed from the microphone, which he hasn't, and then it gives the identification, then the guy's still talking, and that stops, and then it automatically keys him back up again. And so you probably missed out maybe on 10%, maybe 15% of that information being relayed. Then you got to go back and try to get the information that you missed. And then if he comes back with you to give you that information, then all of a sudden you get that doo-doo, which is really annoying.
Yes.
So you can't, no, this is not going to work. But anyway, I'm going to end this video right now. It's been way longer than what I wanted it to be. So just leave your comments below. Subscribe. And like the video. Even though it's a long video, just comment, like, and subscribe. This is KD9AXO, Blair, Wisconsin, and I am clear.